I just had my 10X Mentorship with Sheri Hamilton, COO of Cardone Enterprises. I'm Ria, and here are my 11 lessons learned on today's topic. Show them the whole company. Lesson 1. Now, if you do see that you're looking at your own checklist and you're going, wow, you know what? We haven't really made my directions or this instructions clear. Take the second and have your new person change that in your onboarding write-up, so that the next person that comes on doesn't have to make the same mistakes, and you don't have to repeat that particular portion because you've actually upgraded and updated your onboarding for that particular thing. You're learning this as you go. As you're training people, you learn where you do well and where you haven't. And the quality of your training materials will make the difference between if it's easier or harder or efficient or a total best. Lesson 2. Always ask what the person heard or understood. Have them demonstrate it for you. Have them say it back. Have them say it back to you, or have them tell you what you just said, so that you can really ensure that you were actually heard and understood. Lesson 3. A successful onboarding process goes beyond showing the new hire her job duties. Lesson 4. It also includes showing them the company's operation, the company's culture, and your leadership. That includes the remainder of the company, the whole company. Lesson 5. If you're hiring somebody for the reception, they need to be able to sit in. And we actually have folks go to each department and see what each department does. Otherwise, these things and routing of things as a receptionist will not make much sense. Lesson 6. If I say routed to the client relations department and they're like, what's client relations? What do they do? And where are they? Who are they? And what are their names? How will I reach them? Well, when we hire someone and they get to sit in each department, they get a better understanding of the reality on what each department does. So it makes it easier for them to function within the whole team. Lesson 7. Always document the process, whether it is you or the new hire or someone else, and create a checklist, and you're always fine-tuning and fine-tuning and fine-tuning it so that you can then do this over and over again without even having to think about it. Lesson 8. And you can scale to the limits of the sky, because now you have a system. Otherwise, without that system, you will constantly be bombarded with failed hires, failed onboarding. They're going to go away, and you're going to be overworked, and you're going to be disappointed, exhausted, and completely overwhelmed. And you cannot figure out why you're tearing your hair out, and why do you have to be the one that has to do this every single thing. Lesson 9. It only comes down to the fact that you haven't made that particular task or function or role something that someone else can do. Lesson 10. You haven't fully made it where they can duplicate it, understand it, they can occupy the role, they can do those functions. Lesson 11. If you want spectacular people, it starts with you being spectacular. That's from Grant Cardone. So those are my lessons learned. I hope you learned something. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit that subscribe channel, please. And you can also download a free section of my book, Apartment Prescription, from 0 to 50 apartment units in 7 years. If I can do it, I know you can do much more. Take care and God bless.